Welcome to Simply Fun's online school of playology. Today, you'll tap your knowledge of geography and worldwide demographics to predict how countries stack up against each other with Simply Fun's Global Ranking. You can play Global Ranking all by yourself or with up to 6 players. Global Ranking is best for people ages 10 and up. Global Ranking helps people practice their knowledge of country locations by asking questions like, what is the distance from the equator to the country's capital city? While also helping players to understand key demographics of the country in comparison to other countries, like GDP per capita, population, and life expectancy. In every Global Ranking game box, you'll find one global spinner disc that will indicate the category, 1 of 10, and criteria to be considered on any given turn. You'll also find 51 two-sided country cards representing all the countries to be ranked. The front side of each card shows the country's flag and a zoom-in look at the location of the country. The back lists all the ranking statistics of that country. Additionally, there are 21 ranking tiles in values of 1, 2, or 3. Finally, 70 point tokens round out the contents of the box. The tokens are kept in the storage bag, shown here, throughout the game. To set up the game, place the global spinner in the center of the table. Place one each of the 1, 2, and 3 ranking tiles in a row next to the spinner. Deal a single country card, face down, with the details hidden, in front of each ranking tile. Place 3 country cards in total, so all players can see which country is identified as number 1, number 2, and number 3, like this. Now, each player takes a 1, 2, and 3 ranking tile, so they have 3 tiles to vote with. Keep all the point tokens in the storage bag and place it to the side of the spinner and the cards. To begin play, the first player spins the global spinner. When the arrow stops, the player will read the category out loud and tell all the players how to answer the question based on where the arrow is pointing within the category. For example, if the arrow stops on the population category, it may land on either high or low. Here, since the arrow stopped on high, players will be instructed to rank the countries based on which one has the highest population. Other categories offer options like near or far, big or small, or new or old. Once the category and criteria are chosen, players secretly consider which of the 3 countries selected in the round best fits the criteria, and then match the country they think is correct with their ranking tiles. For example, if a player thinks the country ranked 2 by the global spinner actually has the highest population, he will select his number 2 ranking tile. When all players have chosen their ranking tiles, they reveal their votes simultaneously. Then, the player who spun the global spinner turns over all 3 country cards, finds the correct category on each card, and reads the answers out loud to the group. All players who selected the correct country card receive 1 point token from the bag. The 3 country cards in play are then placed in a discard pile, and 3 new country cards are placed face down in front of the ranking tiles. Play continues clockwise with the next player. The game ends with the first player to earn 10 point tokens. If you know your geography, you'll rank number 1 yourself with Global Ranking.